Hi, and welcome back to the Codependent Knitters. This is my friend Dawn.
This is my friend Lisa.
And we are the Codependent Knitters. So how do you want to start this today?
Well, first we're coming to you from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada.
I always forget that part.
Yeah, so southwestern Ontario on the border of Michigan. And it's normally very beautiful, but it's been pouring rain here for the last day and a half, and it's getting old.
And it's really raining.
Like heavy rain.
Yeah, heavy rain.
Like there's some roads that are starting to get washed.
Do you know what
out.
I find out about here though? Like when we moved here, rain is one thing, but the fog is insane.
Oh, we had bus cancellations yesterday morning.
I was driving down by the bridge, and it was really eerie because you could see across and you could see the bridge, but you couldn't see anything else.
We did that too. On Monday, we picked up ice cream and we went down to the bridge.
Yeah.
And sorry.
And you can hear the ships, but you can't see anything.
No, we could see across. Like it was a little better in the afternoon on Monday, not yesterday.
It was bad yesterday.
Yesterday was bad. So we could see across, like we could see Michigan from our truck, but throwback. Not Russia, just Michigan. But you couldn't see, like you could just see the mouth of the river. You couldn't see the lake.
Right?
It was weird.
Yeah,
there's just this white wall.
It was really weird because I had to go downtown. Like I said, I was downtown on Front Street, and you could see the bridge, but you couldn't see anything underneath it. And you could see, the silos and everything. You could see that, but it was nothing else. I would be very uncomfortable going over the bridge with fog. I don't like going over the bridge to begin with. Well, I don't like being on the side.
Not with water.
I can't be on the, the
under the pilings, like under the
footings. No, that's okay. It bothers me to be right by the side of it because I don't like heights, right?
Yeah.
So
No, ever since that bridge collapse in
what? Don't talk about that.
It was several years ago, but like 10-ish in I would say Minneapolis, like it was in Minnesota. There was a bridge collapse over a river.
Oh.
And so the Mackinac Bridge, like that
one's a freaky one.
I'd have a hard time.
We went on it.
I don't like underpasses if if they're really short, okay. But we lived in Winnipeg. On my route to work, there was one underpass with the light right after it, and it was probably the oldest one in the city, and right close to the train yards.
They're all rickety.
So if you got stopped under that underpass at the red light, and there was a train going over, I hated that. So anyways, it was foggy, and we were sick of the rain. The snow's all gone, but we're sick of the rain.
It's gone.
So, okay, before we really get started, okay, just FYI, today's episode, it's probably going to be really long because we have a crap ton of stuff to show. Mm-hmm. We've got a bunch of FOs. We've got some giveaway stuff to show you, some new stuff.
I'm going to be pretty quiet.
And we have a special video, so we're going to try not to chit-chat too much and get through it all. However, I have to tell a funny story, and I haven't told you this yet. So on Monday, it was a family day holiday here in Ontario.
Yep.
So we were playing just a card game in the afternoon, and we had the radio going, and it was like, kind of classic rock, like 80s, 90s stuff. And so a song would come on, and of course my son is too young to know any of it. So I'd say, oh, that's Phil Collins. He's, listen to, it's a really good song. And oh, this is so-and-so. So then my husband started saying, okay, we should just mess him up and say like the wrong band name. So I'd be like, oh, this is Rush. And and my husband would say, oh, it's Crush. And my son was laughing along. So we'd done this a few times. Like I'd say, oh, this is so-and-so. My husband would make up a wrong name. And he said, yeah, he'll go to school and he'll be telling all his friends like, oh yeah, this really good song by Crush. So then this song comes on and I said, oh, this is Night Ranger. And my husband goes, Night Rider. And I was like, no, I think it's Night Ranger. And he just looks at me and I'm like, oh, like I actually thought I was wrong. Like I forgot that he was, we laughed like for like an hour. Like I just started giggling like every time I thought of it, like, oh my gosh, I knew it was.
Mind you, Night Rider was that show.
I know.
That's at the same time. You up.
But I was a Night Ranger fan, so yeah. So that's our story. That's it. Chit chat's over.
Down to business now.
Did we say it's episode 15? I believe it's episode 15.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have a couple quick things. Okay, so in our first Knit With Us video,
oh yeah,
we had talked about sort of your worst knitting project kind of thing, and I'd mentioned there was an Afghan I had done out of like peach and white baked crust KAL, and I said I would try and find a pattern.
That's what it was. It wasn't.
I do have the pattern.
It was yeah. Okay.
Something like that, right? Like
yeah.
It was This is so it's this honeycomb looking one, and the center was peach, and then it was white all around it. And
peach was a color that I hope never happens again.
Peach is an okay color, but when it was like, it was crochet. This is the Leisure Arts, the old pamphlet it was in. When it was crocheted up, it just looked borderline neon. Like it was not a nice peach. Oh my goodness. So this is the pattern. I still have it. If anyone wants to make an ugly Afghan, no, actually it's really cute if you used a really cute yarn. But this is an oldie. I got it at Lewis Craft. They're not even around anymore.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah, and I didn't have, well, I don't know where I was living at the time, if I was living in Winnipeg. My hometown was a very small town and didn't have stores like that.
So you went out of town for that pattern.
Well, it might have been when I was living in Winnipeg or going to university. And then I was going to show you this. So this was in the Holiday Knits, Knit Simple. I saw something you would like.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Lisa is a plant girl. And there's these little...
I'm the crazy knitting plant lady.
Aren't those cute little knitted plant pot covers?
It's like a cozy.
I know. So if you want to borrow this, if you want to make some,
because that's probably not
Isn't
around
that totally
anymore.
Cute. No, because it was Christmas. It's this year's.
Oh, okay.
But
that's cute.
Yeah.
I have some for my mason jars. Did you know that?
No.
I have mason jar covers.
Cool.
Because you know how I use mine in the summer for all my summer drinks when I go, because we're not allowed to use straws in our house. So yeah.
I just
I go in and they all laugh at my little cozies.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop me from leaving that ring of water everywhere.
Okay. We have so much. Okay. So first off, Kawartha Lakes.
Yay,
so
Kawartha Lakes.
We have mentioned the Kawartha Lakes Yarn and Fiber Festival. It's new this year. June 9th.
June 9th, and you're
10 to 5.
You're going.
There are classes. I signed up for a class.
Good job.
And
I would like to go. I might just pop in. Not that that's just a pop-in drive, but yeah.
Where's the...
Are you...
Is there one over here? There's a special one. Okay. So I had emailed them.
You spoke to them.
Just to ask a question about the classes, whatever. And then we got chatting, and I was able to get some tickets for a giveaway.
Yes.
So we have a postcard here, and there's a free admission, and then a free admission for a friend. So two for a 0, a 2 for 1. But you and a friend can go for free.
That's nice.
Isn't that awesome? And then I have...
Did you get me one?
10. I already paid for mine, but you could use one of these. I have 10 cards with 2 $1 off. So you and a friend can go and get $1 off your admission. Each. Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 on a postcard. And I don't think I'm supposed to cut them up. So just, someone will get a postcard with 2 $1 off admissions. So we have 10 of these to give away.
So we're all assuming that you have friends.
Right. We haven't talked yet about how we're going to give these away. So probably in March, we'll announce that. You can buy tickets online right now. You can buy your admission ticket and it's $1 off the door price. So, if you've already bought it, you're getting what you would have won with one of these anyways. But if anyone's not sure if they're going, then we'll probably give some away and maybe save a couple for closer to. But we have to be able to get this to you in time as well. Yeah. Or we could take it there and leave it at the door or meet you there with your name, however it works. But that was really nice of them to give us these to give away. So it's going to be at the Fenelon Falls Secondary School in Fenelon Falls, Ontario. It's all kinds of, they're looking for a lot of small makers, independent vendors, small businesses for knitting, crochet, spinning, felting. And as I mentioned, they have a whole lineup of classes. Our friend Louise from Fiber Friends podcast is teaching, I think, 2 classes that day. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's their first one this year, and we're pretty excited about that. So you don't know for sure if you can go. Hopefully.
And
I may have to bring I may have to bring my son with me, so that could be fun. But yeah. Okay, so we wanted to talk about that. Update on a couple of our KALs. So it's still sweater weather. Ends February 28th. And I'm not in the running for prizes, but I'll show mine in the FOs. The Whip It Real Good there's lots of entries in that, which is awesome. That ends at the end of March, as well as the stash bust. Like the bust some stash is at the end of March. And the Canadian Pillow knit along
ends with the Fiber Friends.
Yeah, next week. So that's with the Fiber. The Fiber Friends are doing it as well as a few other podcasters. We've mentioned it before. So you can double dip or enter in. I think any of them are allowing you to enter in multiple ones. The Fiber Friends are going to have prizes, and we have a prize for ours as well. So this is just quickly picking any image out of the Canadian Afghan A pattern book, which is by our friends Gladys and Christy here in Sarnia, and just picking any one of these images or two. You get an entry with our knit along. You get an entry with every image that you do. And you can make one square into a pillow. So for a prize for that, I made a project bag with this awesome Canadian themed fabric. So it's got the Canada 150 and just names of different provinces. It's all the provinces.
It's all the provinces.
All the provinces. So it's really pretty. It's kind of a, well, actually the color is exactly how it looks on camera. How about that? And I made a needle keeper too. I just have to put the snaps on, but there's a needle keeper as well. And then the inside, I don't know if it'll pick up. Oh yeah, look. You can see it's little maple leaves, white on white.
Oh, that's cute.
Is it showing?
I like that the bags are light. You get the light color because it's so much easier to see than a dark color.
Yeah, I mostly do. There's a couple I've done that are a little darker. Just I picked fabric that looked really nice with it, but yeah, I'm trying to go lighter now. So that will be a giveaway prize for the Canadian Pillow knit along. So get your entries in. You have until February 28th, and we'll draw for and announce that winner on our next podcast, which will be sometime in March. Well, it'll be before spring break, hopefully, eh? First week of March? Yeah, first week of March. So related to that, while we're talking about it, I'll show mine.
Which is very nice.
I did the blue nose because of the lake and the river and all the boating. Isn't it? It's really neat. Oh, hang on. I'm going to put this behind it, just so the light doesn't shine right through. And it's all crooked.
That's pretty nice. Good job.
Yeah, isn't it neat? And I made mine a little bit bigger. I talked in a previous episode about all the math I did with my gauge to figure out how many rows and stitches on the side I needed to add.
Is it going to be on the pillow that I'm sitting on?
It should be about that size. Nice. I think that one you use is a 16-inch. This is Patents Canadiana, right? So it's an acrylic. And I had...
It's steamed up nice, though.
I had reservations about it, but I steamed it. I didn't even pin it.
Oh, really?
I just held it on my ironing board and sort of steamed it and just sort of pulled it out. And
no, we should mention that you have a steamer.
I do have a steamer. So, I used this maybe once or twice in my lifetime. It's an old, I don't know if you probably can't get it anymore. It's probably 20 years old. It's a Conair steamer. Like, it holds a tiny bit of water, and it hardly used any compared to my iron. My iron drinks water like crazy. And it's got a little, brush for if you're on fabric, and a lint brush. But you just...
Good job.
It worked so well. Like, look at how well it opened. It just... And it has held. So I'm really happy with that because it was really rolling. I might have taken a picture before. So if I did, I'll take a before and after picture and put it in our
so you can see
slideshow. I could if I find it, I'll stick it in here. If not, I'll But I'm really happy with that. And it's
good job.
It's like a kind of a turquoisey aqua green. It's looking kind of grayish green on the screen, but we have bad weather, bad lighting in here today, and so I have to do the back panel, but and then sew it together. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm so happy with how it steamed out because I've never steamed acrylic before.
No,
and yeah, it's great. So oh, one of our knit-alongs, for the sweater weather knit-along that ends at the end of March or February, we're going to give away a pattern.
Yes.
So the prize will be a pattern, a sweater pattern of your choice up to $10 Canadian value. And we will, you just tell us which one it is and we'll send that to your Ravelry library. And then one of our giveaways that end in March, we have something special. So
do you want to show them or do you want to make it a surprise?
I wanted to show them because she just opened her shop.
Okay, perfect.
So I want to talk about her shop. So my friend Lynn gave me this Aromatherapy Bliss eye pillow, or just a heating pad, which was made by her friend Kelly, who I actually also know because she's the cousin of a neighbor. And it's got, I think it's brown flax, and this one has lavender essential oils.
Nice.
It's so nice. Like, you just warm it up in the microwave, and you can put it on your eyes for like 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Or if you have a sore muscle, or you just, you can put it on your shoulder. I think I should just put it under my pillow because the lavender would be so nice.
I wonder if they have a body bag for it.
And yeah, and the cover comes off, so there's a muslin lining,
nice.
so the cover's washable.
Perfect.
Yes. So just a beautiful relaxation bag.
Perfect.
So I messaged Kelly and told her that I just wanted to talk about this because I think it's wonderful. And I asked if she had a shop so that I could mention her shop. And she does, and I'll be putting it on the screen. I think it's just called Aromatherapy Bliss, and it's on Etsy.
Nice.
And so she popped over, and
there's a bag on the table.
One, but that's not all.
Seriously?
She gave us each one. And one for a giveaway. So there are 3. So we get to pick. So that one's lavender. And this one is just lavender. This one is lavender and lemon verbena. And this one is eucalyptus and peppermint, which is an awesome combo if you have a headache. So you can pick one.
Okay.
And I can pick one. And then we have one for a giveaway.
Perfect.
Isn't that nice?
That's
so thank
beautiful.
you so much.
Thank you so much. That's
Thank
awesome.
you, Kelly. And I'll put her Etsy shop up on the screen.
I like the packaging. It's very pretty.
It is.
Very, very pretty.
Yeah. And they are on, I'll just show that again.
Does it have her Etsy shop?
Not on this, no.
Okay.
But they are on Instagram as well. So all that will be on the screen as you're watching this.
As we're chatting.
Isn't that awesome? So, and it's Kelly and her friend Jacqueline. So
that's
the 2 of them are involved. Yes.
Good job, ladies.
And Kelly is an amazing maker. She's also an amazing knitter. So she's got some great stuff. Well, on her personal Instagram, but they do have one for Aromatherapy Bliss.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So that's that. We haven't even gotten to the knitting yet.
Holy cannoli.
But let's do that now. Okay. Do you have FOs? Do you want me to?
I don't have FOs. You know what? I was thinking to myself, like, I've been knitting like crazy, and I've been knitting like a fiend.
You've been knitting big stuff.
But I'm knitting big stuff on little needles, so I'm not really getting anywhere.
Let's talk whips so that you can talk for a minute. Okay. And I'm going to drink some coffee.
This has been an obsession almost. And I love it, love it, love it. It's my scarf by the colors that Adrian gave us. So here you go. Here's your half.
It's the Knit Sister Tube Scarf by Adrian Sauter of the Fiber Friends podcast and Old Oak Yarns.
How about we?
It's almost done.
It's you know what? I only have 2 more colors to go.
You hold both ends.
Oh. I only have.
If we back up, we might get or loop it.
I only have black and white, and then I'm all done.
So you just started the black.
I just started the black, and it is so soft, and it is so heavenly, and it is so nice, and it is. I will say though, funny story. My cat loves it. Yeah. My cat normally likes yarn, but this cashmere thing has sent him over the edge.
So this is a special kit that Adrian did of all of her new tonals.
I think she's taken this one to Kawartha. Because you can see the colors,
yes,
right?
She will be at the Kawartha Festival. Yeah. So she gave us a kit for Christmas.
Thank you.
And Lisa chose to do hers in color blocks. And it's beautiful.
It's so soft.
And that's a great idea. Because then you get to see
I did the
tones.
best.
Like, look.
Yeah.
You get to see the different
I did my best to make a rainbow, but there was a couple of colors missing from the rainbow, which is fine.
Actually, it's pretty good.
Well, there's no orange.
That's okay.
No, it's totally fine.
It's a nice, lovely gold.
Yeah, so
it's not like a... Yeah.
And it's just, the colors all... It's funny because the colors, when you look at them, because it's kind of neat, because I was like, oh, this color goes really well with this color. Because you can fold it and you can see it. But then, you know what? I started looking at it and they all go together. Yeah. So they're so nice.
And
that's what I've been working on.
Mine is, I'm doing the same scarf. I chose to do it in just random different size stripes. So mine's coming along too. I picked this up the other night and I did this much. Well, in 2 days. Yeah. I was knitting some other stuff too, but It is really addictive because well, especially for me because I'm changing colors.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, how soon can I change? Oh, you know, is this stripe big enough?
Do I like this? Am I sure about this? Yeah.
And I threw in a couple of extras. So there's a few little scrappy pieces and some mini skeins from a mini skein swap that I got.
It looks beautiful.
And this threw Caroline into a fit.
You know, right? All those live stitches.
I had a stripe that was some leftover yarn from another project. And there's still a little bit on here because I have to put it on needles. The yarn was heavier and
it just
stiffer.
kind of stuck out a bit, didn't it?
And it just kind of didn't go with the drape of the fabric. It was just not the same fabric. Yeah. So I decided after doing more just to take that stripe out. And so I've ripped it out and I put this end on waste yarn and I still have to put them both on needles and then I'll just graft them. So this is just a little bit of surgery I have to do. So they will join up again.
Little surgery.
So I have more than it looks like because I have this piece. And it seems like it's so long, but when you put it around your neck, because I want it to wrap and still hang, right? So, and I have lots of minis left. So I am loving this. This yarn is beautiful.
I have been wearing it around the house.
And we're doing different
nice
size
and
needles.
easy.
Oh, that's a great idea. You can just, wear it and knit.
Yeah, wear your project as you go.
Awesome.
And I've also been working on the boxy for my mom.
Okay, so...
Which is quite miraculous because when you look at how much... I keep thinking I'm never getting anywhere. I'm never getting anywhere. But then when I stop and look at it... No, I should,
you should,
right?
And then you'll know how much,
So there we go.
Day. This is Boxy.
Boxy by Hohi Locatelli.
Hohi Locatelli.
And I've made... This is my mom... Yeah. So this is for my mother.
It looks... If you're not familiar with Boxy, and I think most people are, most knitters are, it looks really big because it's just a big square. The sleeves are actually only a little piece here. What's that?
I got new jeans.
Do you want me to throw this out?
Yes, please. It's from the leg of a new jeans.
Sticker.
That's too funny.
It actually hangs from about here straight down. So it is just like a big box.
Yeah, so it's really kind of cool.
But you're doing the fingering weight one.
I am doing the fingering weight one.
Which is a lot of knitting.
I think the next one I'm going to the sweater I'm going to do it in bulky.
Yeah. Good idea. Mm-hmm. So that's whips. I showed my Knit Sister Tube scarf. Yep. I don't have it handy, but I'm still working. I do hope to finish it for this stash bust. Or no, the Whip It Real Good. My bias loop. My mohair bias loop.
Okay, good.
That was the one that people voted on for the which whip should I whip. And I do want to finish it. I just was finishing other,
I have to finish the hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been working on my socks. Remember I started those socks with the heel, the Susan B. Anderson smooth, what is it?
Smooth operator.
Yeah.
Did you bring them?
I did. You want to see them?
Yeah, it's a whip.
Oh. Silly me.
Girl.
So they're really cute. They've turned out. Now the orange is where I'm going to.
Okay, that's your waist yarn.
It's my waist.
That's a nice color.
But you know what? I'm kind of thinking I have orange at home. I might do.
Do you want to do closer to the camera?
I might do the. I might do them in a orange.
That orange looks good on there. You could do an orange heel. It's kind of nice.
It's kind of funny because the one side it kind of looks stripy and the other side is
so more... you're doing 2 at a time.
Two at a time on 2 needles.
That's kind of your preferred, right?
That's my preferred method, yeah. I know that Adrian does 1 at a time on Magic Loop. Mm-hmm. You do 1 at a time.
I do them always.
Yeah.
I've done 2 at a time Magic Loop. I've done 2 at a time 2 needle. Mm-hmm. I probably like 2 needle better than Magic Loop. Well,
I just find it's easier for me to visualize. And that's my issue, right? We all have our issues. 2
at a time, I get annoyed sometimes that
it's
all the needles and
2
at a time 2 needle, right? You get the needle tips and then the yarn. I certainly would only do that with a vanilla because trying to keep track of the pattern and it's just too it's not.
Well, see, I also do my mittens like that.
Yeah, but that's how you vote.
And when I do colored mittens or textured mittens, I find it easier to do it with 2 needles because it's divided, right? And then I get the time to stop and figure out where the pattern is when I straighten out my needles. Yeah. So,
but I also like double points. I love my cubics. You love your I love my double points, and I don't think it's any for me. I don't think it's any slower.
No.
So, then wrangling all the needle tips like 2 at a time 2 needle. I'm for sure faster on double points. I just like that you can have 2 done at the same time.
I like that you can have 2 done at the same time. And I'm so fed up with traveling with double points and them falling down the seat.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that. For holidays, I was thinking about taking my double points, and I thought, oh, and then if I drop one and you're all buckled in and there's no room in the airplane.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I will be knitting on the airplane. But I could knit the other thing on the airplane. I'm gonna take 2 projects. So, okay. I don't have, well, no, those are kind of it for right now because I finished a bunch of stuff.
Yep. Let's go into your FOs then.
Okay, FOs. There's a lot. Not that I did them all between this podcast and the last. They've been on my needles for a while. So I showed my pillow.
You showed your pillow?
Oh, Jack's cowl. Okay.
Show Jack's cowl.
Did I start this before Christmas?
Yep.
Like, holy cow. It's February's almost over.
But you know what? You've already mentioned that
I finished it,
but he had it. He wouldn't let you have it.
I finished it a couple, like 2 weeks ago. So this was to match a hat that I made him in Misty Alpaca, Tonos Worsted, which is this guy. And I did his hat with just different colors, random stripes.
No, he's a funny fella. He likes alpaca.
He likes it, and he loved this.
I wish he had come to the. I wish we had picked him up and taken him to the alpaca farm.
We will someday.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he'd get a kick out of that. And I did it as one long, just like the Knit Sister tube scarf, actually, a long tube, but I did provisional cast on, and then I looped it inside itself and just grafted it together. So it's like you can move it. It's totally reversible, whatever you want to do, however you want to wear it. He loves it. He was wearing it every day. And then one day it was like going to be around 0. And he had his alpaca toque, his snowsuit, and this. And I said, dude, okay, you're going to die. Like, that's way too much warmth. You don't need it. So he's actually been leaving this at home. But like, he wore his toque today.
He's happy.
It's not that cold out, but he loves it.
He's happy.
So he loves it, and he's wearing it all the time. And it's double thick, which is even better. And it just fills in that little gap around the neck, right? In the snowsuit. So happy with that. Okay. And then while I'm talking about Misty Alpaca, Tonos Worsted, I also did the flax sweater for him.
Now, does he like it?
Yes, but he said it's kind of itchy, so he'll have to wear a t-shirt under it.
Okay.
Yeah, just with it against his skin.
Well, he'd probably wear a t-shirt underneath it anyways.
It's soft because it's 50 baby alpaca, 50 merino, but there's just, you get the little pokes from the alpaca.
You know what, though? I would wear a t-shirt underneath it anyways.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it just, yeah.
So, let me just, do you want to help me hold it?
Sure. I've stopped knitting.
Yeah.
Okay, burn it.
And I added some stripes.
With the...
This is the flax, but I stopped it. The ridges.
Say, it's nice. I like
actually, where you stopped them partway down.
Dang, this is nice.
I saw another project that was done like that, so I asked him. I showed him when it was at the shoulder, and he said to stop it. So, yeah.
Good job. And you didn't get any
and now it's
cooling.
You know what? I didn't. You can kind of. Not really. No, just barely see. There was a skein change here, but it's not bad. Fine. Just down here a little bit on one side. Oh yeah, it showed up when I photographed it. You can just see a little bit of a spiralness, but
that's all right.
It's for my son, and I thought, eh.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He loves it.
He does. If it was for me, that would bug me. But it's just the bottom. I would have redone it.
I know.
But it's just it wasn't doing it up here, but then the stitch count was changing.
Yeah.
So you don't get a regular repeat, right? Yeah, I like it. I really like it. And it looks really cute on him. And now it's warming up, and he probably won't wear it much, but
it'll still fit him nice.
If I can get it on him this week, if it's cold enough. It's supposed to get colder today. Maybe he can wear it tomorrow. But he does really like it. And it's very nice and soft.
Good job. So proud of you, baby.
Yeah, so that's the flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. Very popular sweater project or sweater pattern.
She also does it in a light weight.
There's a flax light, which is fingering weight. And the beauty about Tin Can Knits, if you're not familiar with them, is they go from
they fit everybody
baby to like 3 or 4X. Like
that's amazing. They have I think a lot of it goes. They're very family oriented, and it goes like basically family straight up to dad.
Yeah. And the nice thing is that it's this is just a basic top down raglan. You don't have to put these garter ridges if you don't want to. I think it's a nice detail, and it makes it a little different from just a plain old sweater. Yeah. And you could do what I did.
Garter ridge.
Stop them part way.
I like the garter.
Especially for a guy, I think it looks nice when they stop part way. Almost looks like they're wearing football equipment. Got shoulder pads on. So yeah, and they're just excellent patterns. They're so well done. That was actually nice.
What's your next FO?
Oh,
I know.
Like, I love it.
So weird for you.
This was so happy to knit in these like winter months when it's crummy and gray, and I'm crushed that you guys just can't see the color.
You can't properly. It's a coral red. Like it's got pinks and corals and oranges and reds, and it's just
no. I had one angle earlier where you can kind of see the oranges. There's orange and kind of a yellow. I have one photograph that I got, which I'll insert, that kind of captures the colored tones in it. So you'll just have to see me out wearing this out sometime soon. But this is Surf. It's Surf by Kefren Pritchett.
Mm-hmm. And
the yarn is Yarnbird Studios.
Yay,
which is by Suzanne, who owns Knit Stitch in London. It is a asymmetrical triangle.
Yep.
So you start at the skinny corner, and you just gradually increase. And this is worsted weight. The pattern is for fingering weight. And I'm going to pull up a picture of how
it's on this side and see if you can see the color better on the
garter side. It's just the light. You can kind of see different tones.
See the pinks and the oranges.
There's like hot pink and coral.
It's just
and
it's amazing.
It's my happy shawl. I have a picture here.
Yeah, just put it in. It's all good.
Hang on.
What you doing?
Oh, I can't put someone else's picture in, can I?
No, that's it for
here, because I just want to show it.
You can show it if it's the person that made the pattern, so you can see it.
So this is how it's supposed to look. And I'll just try and not get the light. And you can see it's supposed to have an eyelet edge. I'm trying to not have it blow out. Yeah. It's supposed to have an eyelet edge. If I turn it, sorry, it's sideways. And then an eyelet edge along the long finished edge.
Yep.
I didn't want that sort of roughly eyelet edge. So I modified it, and I actually put I-cord, an I-cord edge on both edges, and an I-cord bind off. So, holy I-cord Batman. But I like it. It just looks good with the worsted weight.
It does. It's nice. Yeah.
So you can see that I-cord edge there. Right? On both sides.
I love the I-cord edge, but I'm with you on the I-cord bind off.
And I'm
3 stitches to get one.
Well, and I'm getting a bit of rolling here, but I think I did a little bit of couple rows of garter, and then I did a 2-stitch I-cord bind off.
Good job.
Which is hard to see. You can see it there. And the other thing I did, so those modifications, I will try and describe them on my project page. I have to go in and update everything. I had to kind of, it's not a sharp point, but I can pull it when I block it, just because I needed enough stitches to start the I-cord on each side with the increases. So that's the only thing I had to monkey with, was just the start.
Good job.
To figure it out. And then it was fine from that point on. Very easy to modify. It's a very memorable repeat for the lace ripples. Yeah, so I did, 2 repeats, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this down, and I just had to carry on.
Good job.
And so what I did was, I was partway finished, and I didn't know if I'd finish it for the podcast. So while I was steaming, I just steamed this bottom half of it.
Okay.
So it opened this up a bit so you could see it. So and I may not even block it. I might just steam the rest of it. So you can tell the difference here, because it's a lot more bunchy and it's really curling up here. And so that's just...
There you go.
There. So I got the idea of steaming from a Espace Tricot. Because Melissa does that a lot with her projects. Even as she's part way, she'll just hang them up and steam them so she can see how the fabric is and how it's knitting up.
That's a neat idea.
And see like length and everything else.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. And so so I did that, and yeah, I may not even pin this out, because it's actually with worsted weight. You've got the weight of the yarn it
just pulls itself down.
And how well this looks. The only thing is I might block it, because I just want it a little longer. All this I-cord used up extra yarn, right? So I used 3 whole skeins. Like, that's what's left. Like about 10 grams. No, not even. Probably only about 5. So it did use up a lot of yarn, but there's lots. Like, I can really wrap this. It's just that this one edge is kind of short, so I can just use a pin. And it's not blocked, so it's not once it's blocked and flattened. Oh, I love it. I just love it. Like I was almost in tears, like how beautiful it was and how happy I am. So isn't that great when you knit something and you love it? And I haven't even talked about what I'm wearing. This is my Close to You by Justina Larkowska. This is like party colors. Like it looks like a nice dark plum, but it's
party on your neck.
It's very bright. Terrible lighting in here. Very bright. And there it's a little better. Like reds and wines and there's some blues and greens. It's Anniversario by Malabrigo. And I've shown it on a previous podcast. I just didn't have anything. It doesn't even go with the blues, but I wanted something lightweight today because it's warm in here. Yeah. So I'm just wearing it because I love it. Okay. It's not a fail. It just, the person I made a hat for my husband and he didn't want anything fancy. Like I should have just made a plain watch cap 1x1 rib. But I thought I wanted to make something a little different. So I got creative. And all I did was just a one wide cable.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
No, he didn't like it.
Well, it's not a fail. It's just a personal
Well,
preference.
I mean, I made it for him. And it's like, God, it's Madeline Tosh. Whiner. It's Madeline Tosh chunky. I love it. It's just a watch cap size. I know. Right? I haven't weighed it. I might have enough left for another one. So
that's cute.
It's really cute. So I might write this up. I need to, like, it's really cute. I might just write it up and put it on Ravelry.
Well, my husband doesn't, I don't knit him things. I knit him a hat, and it's called a hat for soldiers.
Yep.
And that's a 2x2 rib, 2x2 rib. He loves it. And
do you do it long enough for him to roll the brim?
I do. Mind you, I don't let him because he's, anyways. So he wears it over his ears, but he wears it to work, like he wears it at work because he's traveling all the time and he's out clearing the car, and this lady that works with him looks and says, "Where'd you get your hat? I like your hat." He says, "My wife made it." What? Your wife made it? So I said I would make her a hat because she's kind of, because they work and they all go and down for breakfast and for dinner, and she's like, "You need to eat your greens, you need to," she's like, "Yay."
So now you have to make another one.
Yeah, so I have to make another one. Well, I have to make one for her. I'm going to make it in a different color though, because so they don't mix them up.
But this is Madeline Tosh chunky in, I believe it's Dirty Panther. And I don't know where the card went, but it's roughly half a skein.
He's messing out, man, because this is a nice hat.
I can't remember the needle size. I think I wrote it down, and I will.
It's comfy too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice hat, and I'll put it. It's just too fancy for him, so I was aiming for. I know. I was aiming for not too fancy. It's fancy, so I'll put that on Ravelry and look up my needle size. It was likely I didn't go too crazy. It's probably a 4.5 to a 5. Because I'm a loose knitter and
my ball's running away down there.
But that's not all.
Oh no, there's more?
There's more.
Okay.
Okay. I finished. Where'd it go? I finished. Okay, so I have been working on, they were supposed to be Christmas presents for some friends of ours in Winnipeg.
Put another hat on.
Friends in Winnipeg. And long story, but anyways, I kind of owed them something because they gave us money for something that they didn't need to. So I thought, fine, I'm just going to knit you a bunch of stuff. So for the family, so this is what the last one I was waiting on. This is a hat. Okay, and I do block my hats when they have, like I blocked this. I block my hats when they have, like, especially if they have cables, because they lay much nicer, right? So it's a watch cap again.
Did you design that, or?
I did. This is the same stitch I use in my yoga socks.
Oh, but it's bigger. Can I put it on?
It's, I think that's a DK weight. Isn't that nice? That is Crooked Kitchen. And it's called Siamese Gaze, the colorway. And it's beautiful taupey browns, gray taupey brown with little flecks of sort of aqua blue in it. It's not picking up on your head, but yeah. Do you want me to put it on Ed the Head?
Ed the Head. Oh, look at my hair.
I think I change his name every time, but Ed the Head, Fred the Head, Ted the Head. So Can you see the color there?
No.
You can kind of see the blue
it's
flecks.
a blue, like it's a bright blue.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can see the light
There you
blue
go.
there.
That's good.
So yeah, cute, eh?
Good job, girlfriend.
Very easy. So I finished that. That's for Dave. And this is just another version of that hat I had done before. And
it's Malabrigo.
No, this is sport weight. Yeah, it's Malabrigo. And it's totally not. Oh, there. Beautiful dark greeny blue. Well, it's better there. So that's another one. It's called Reflecting Pool, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I had done one, this was earlier when I was just testing the pattern, I did one in a worsted weight as well. So this is the gray. Worsted weight.
You should write that pattern.
I'm going to.
Nice.
I've started, and I was fiddling with the decreases and trying to get them like to hold the pattern as long as I could. Yeah. And so I think I've got the decreases how I want them now.
That's good.
So that was for Dave, who's the dad. Then this is for Stacy.
This is like the Dawn Mauer podcast.
I just 4 things that I had.
You've been like so busy.
I had this half done. This was half done
Yeah.
since Christmas. I just
Good job. Yeah. Okay, this is cute too. Now, this you have a pattern.
This is a bandana cowl, which I made this up. So I'm also going to write this up. And I had a gradient kit by oh shoot, I didn't look it up. It was Fabulous Fibers. Fabulous Fibers. It's got a weird spelling. I'll put it on the screen. But this was a gradient kit. They had like an Alice in Wonderland sort of themed kits that we got from
Feather Your Nest
a while ago, like in the fall. And so this is a bandana cowl. Do you want to model it for me? And I did block this out just so it would lay
take that
flat.
snake off my back.
Because I think you look so good in gray. So it's perfect. It hangs down nice. Aww. Looks good. I'll have to take some pictures sometime. You'll have to model it. So that's another one that I made up. And then I thought, okay, if I write it up, I wanted to test it because it was a gradient kit.
You have like a magic bag that everything is coming out of.
I'm just pulling rabbits out of hats. So I did it also in a kind of a beautiful dark violet color because I wanted to try it all one color and test my pattern out. So I am going to work on writing up this pattern, and I have someone lined up to edit it for me, and then I'll just probably need a couple test knitters, and I'll there's one person I've asked already.
Somebody take this away from me.
You can just wear it. It's fine. Okay, look. Babushka. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get it written up and we'll put it on Ravelry.
It's nice just in the texture too.
It is nice in just one color. Yeah. But I needed to test yardage because I'd like it to be one skein of worsted and it's very close. So if if someone's gauge is off, so I think I'll just modify it and remove a repeat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just so there's someone, and if or if they want to play chicken, they can. I had an idea because when I blocked this, it leaves a fold line.
Yeah.
And just FYI, if you're ever blocking a cowl like this, I put the center front right in the middle, and then just laid it out flat and blocked the point down. Okay. It left these lines, so I had an idea. Bing.
Light bulb.
I don't even know where I got these and why. I have these
little like mini pool noodles.
Probably a dollar store or Michael's. Probably a dollar store. Okay. But I had the thought, so if I laid this out
and you put those inside,
and I put this just on the edge,
you wouldn't get a crease.
You won't get the crease. Ta-da!
She's so smart. She thinks of everything.
Isn't that cool? I'm going to do that next time. I don't know if I'll reblock this one. But yeah, so I'm like, hey, here's an idea. I had these. I don't remember why I bought them. I've had them in my cupboard.
That would be one of those things where, why would I buy these?
I don't know. Probably a year. I do not know what I bought them for.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Like, I know there's something, but I can't. It's gone. I can't remember it. Okay.
It's gone.
So those. Oh, that's not all. Also for this family, and I've showed these two before, but it was a long time ago. Okay. Found them. For their son, who is a little bit older than my son, I did this hat. This is Malabrigo.
No, I love the name of that hat. The color name.
What is it?
Isn't it oil slick?
Oil slick. I'm like, I can't remember. It's a good thing you can.
I love it because that's what it looks like. It looks like an oil slick.
It's Malabrigo oil slick.
It's beautiful.
And I believe this is the worsted weight.
Yep.
And the pattern is Hurricane, and it just has this spiral going around. So it's very easy, super cute. Again, like just a watch cap size. And then for their daughter, I did this is the Kit Kat hat pattern. I mean, there's many patterns all with the same style. The Kit Kat hat, I just did a 3x1 rib along the bottom. And
did you graft it?
Yeah. Or did I do the 3 needle bind off on
No, you grafted it. Oh, no.
No, I did a 3 needle bind off.
I like it with the 3 needle bind off because it stays up better.
Yeah, and that's, I think you suggested that.
Because when you do
it gives it more of more shape.
Yeah.
For this particular hat.
Gives it structure in the ears.
because you want that across the top. And then you tack down the ears, right? So this is such an easy hat because you just knit.
I made those
You just knit around. You don't have to do any decreases.
I made those for Sean's kids.
Yep.
I made them for the kids next door.
Yep.
I made them for my daughter. And I actually put ear flaps on them.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
So this again, Kit Kat hat, and I forget the name of it. I'll put it on the screen. There are many flavors of this hat. There's the pussy hat. There is this hat was popular with the Women's March, right? Last year.
Yes, it was.
And they just had the anniversary of it, and everyone did them in really hot
I mean,
pink.
it's been
it's an old style,
forever.
It's just that's what was sort of adopted for that cause. So you don't have to be affiliated with any cause. It's just a really easy, cute hat to wear and make.
I hope your cat doesn't go chasing my yarn ball. It's rolling around down there somewhere.
The other thing I wanted to say is that Tristan Molina, I just know her, Tristan.
Right. She did really cool.
Tristan like that on the Girls from the Yarn Cafe. She's a dyer as well, Dragon Horde Yarns.
I want to try that one.
She put out a
brioche Yeah.
And it's super easy, and it's just simple brioche. And again, a great way to try brioche because you just go straight. Yep. There's no decreases or increases. And it is on Ravelry, but it's not under her name. It is under Jenga Knits. That's her designer name on Ravelry. And I'll put that on the screen. So that would be a really cute pattern to try and a great way to try brioche. And this is actually fingering weight held double. And this is the Mineville project. They don't have colorway names. I picked it up at
Linda's Craftique.
Yep, the Linda's Craftique booth in Kitchener. I bought some at Woodstock too, but I got this one at Kitchener. Yes, this was at Kitchener. So those are done, and they're going in the mail like
today.
Hopefully today, because I do have to go to the post office today, so I got to package those up and get them in the mail. Okay. And I'm going to expedite them so they get them. Well, they're northern Manitoba. Well, they're in Manitoba. They're in Winnipeg. So it's still winter there for a little while. And they're going to northern Manitoba because I just want to say, they don't watch this, but who cares? Their daughter Addison is competing in the Manitoba Games.
Oh, good.
In gymnastics.
Oh, yeah, wow.
In Thompson. Like beginning March. Really so, yeah. So go Addison.
Is it? Is that it for your works in progress? Holy
I
Hannah.
freaking hope so. Ryan's hat.
Yeah.
Those hats. Hats.
Good job.
That's it.
Okay, so did you cast on? Are you gonna
see, if you start like 40 things then work on them all, then all of a sudden they're all finished and you look like you're a knit star, but it's just because you didn't do them for a long time.
Knit star.
Okay. We talked about whips.
Yeah.
Next up, I have plans because I just finished a whack of stuff. I am going to use these two skeins.
They're beautiful.
It's Oracle.
They're all my colors, don't you think?
Yeah, but just something about it. You were looking at them.
I was looking at them.
So this is Oracle by Hedgehog Fibers in the Skinny Singles and Kid Silk Lace.
Yeah.
And it came in a kit from Feather Your Nest here in Sarnia. She has a great selection of Hedgehog. And it came in a kit with a triangular shawl where it's held double. But I don't want triangular, I want asymmetrical triangle. So I decided I'm going to do Groovy. And Groovy is, I have it here. It is by Annie Baker And her Ravelry ID is jumper cables. So you can look for either, but it says jumper cables, Annie Baker. It's called Groovy. There are 2 versions of the pattern. There's one that's, I think, worsted in Aran.
Okay.
And then there's one that is lace fingering. And so there's just it doesn't show it all stretched out, but
it's stocking stitch and reverse.
I think it's stocking stitch, reverse stocking stitch. I wasn't sure if it was garter stocking, but I think it's...
May I see it?
It's hard to tell.
No, I think it's reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then it would be reversible, right?
Yep. So I'm going to do one section this, one section this, and alternate them.
On the same size needle, so that would be
on the
really
same
pretty.
size needle. I think it calls for a 4, which will be just perfect. With my gauge, I'm debating whether to go to a 3.75.
0.25 isn't much of
not much of a difference, right? And I'm a loose knitter, so that would be probably like a 4 for you for sure. I'd be like a 4. So if I do 3.75, so I might do that. And I'm excited. I'm going to start that and take it on vacation.
Nice.
And then as for, I'm going to start socks, and I think I want to do socks on a plane. And I haven't decided what yarn. So we were at Heaven is Handmade, and 2 weeks ago, I noticed some new Allegria, which, as you know, I love. So this was a new colorway. It is all like dark blues and reds, and kind of like a dark sister to these colors.
Like a blue sister
there's
to that.
There's teal, there's greens, but lots of dark reds and plums. See if I hold it right here. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
So the color is
it's like
Mangler.
It's like a blue version of that, because in this one the plums are more.
Yeah.
But in that one the blues are more. But then we'll have to knit it up and check it out.
And Socks on a Plane has just one little cable running all the way down. So I want a color, like I don't want it too busy of a color.
No. No.
But I don't want a solid.
No.
So I think it'll be this, but I also want to use some of the indie dyed yarn that I have. I just haven't decided. So I am going to take socks with me.
Yep.
And that's
got it.
Okay.
Easy.
That's what I'm starting next.
Okay.
And then we have just a little bit of stash building to talk about. I've been talking a lot. You go next. So what are some new things?
I was in Heaven is Handmade with this one. And I fell in love with this. I'm sorry, my cat got a hold of it. It's a little mangled. I can't help it. But it's cotton. It's tutti frutti, and it's actually the watermelon colorway. Isn't that so cute?
Plus Schockenmeyer Regia.
Yeah, and it's cotton.
100% cotton?
I think
no.
No. Yeah, no,
Nylon.
maybe.
Here we go. 75 cotton, 18, and then 72 cotton, 18 polyamide, and 10 polyester.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's got to have something else.
It's a really nice feel.
But it's kind of neat. We
have to hold things longer. People were saying we don't show it long enough.
But see, it's kind of neat. Like I like the picture. Yeah, so I can't wait to try it. I haven't really done cotton socks. So.
Neat.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah.
A little bright really for me, but that's okay.
There were different fruit themed colorways.
Yes, they were. The kiwi was cute too. It was green, white.
There was a citrus one.
Yeah, and lemon. So yeah, it's just fun.
Super cute.
Super cute. And I know you like these ones, and I got another one of these. It's just the blues. I totally fell in love with it.
Stanza.
Yeah.
By Wisdom Yarns.
Universal Yarns.
Okay.
But it's
okay.
Wisdom
But it's all
Yarns, Universal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of neat because you can kind of, I don't know. I love the colors. I think that that one's the skinny stripes. So that one's all skinny stripes
right there.
As opposed to the fat stripes, because I have almost the same colorway.
They make one that's fat stripes.
And really fat stripes.
This is very similar to what you're knitting with.
No.
No?
No.
In colors?
No. Not even close.
Not even, well, similar.
It's got greens.
Yeah.
This one's got greens. This one's a peacock color.
Okay. This is beautiful.
Yeah, but that one's really pretty. I think there's gray in there too.
There is.
If you look. Yeah. So, yeah.
Great.
But I have that color. That's the colorway I bought 3 times in the fat stripes. Do you remember? I had to return it because I loved it. So I'm like, I like this one.
You keep buying the same one.
I know. So there we go. That's
nice.
That.
This one?
This one here. I got that as Heaven is Handmade at the same time.
Yep.
I just
Serpentina, Manos del Uruguay,
gray and white.
I showed a hat in our episode 12, maybe 12 or 13. The one just around Christmas time.
12.
It was a hat that I made for Shauna, and it was the olive and jack hat made out of a different colorway, but serpentina.
Yeah, no, it was pretty.
It has a bit of thickened thing going on. Mm-hmm. So I thought you were going to cast this on already. What are you going to do with that?
A hat.
You don't know which one?
I don't know which one. It's just very pretty.
Yep.
And I'm going to do the other hat for the girl that my husband works with. I'm just going to do it in this one as opposed to the dark. Mm-hmm. Oh, we bought those pom-poms. Did you have the pom-poms?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch.
Okay. We were out again because she's such a good influence on me.
Well, no. We were looking for bag fabric at Fabricland for bags for you. I had a custom order from bags, and we were looking for some fabric to go with it. And they had sometimes 50% off sale. They have pom-poms. That's the same one you have. Here, I'll get different ones.
So I bought these because I like the way they look.
So these are like $11.99, but they were 50% off. And look at them all. Look at this one with the long.
That one's like a bad hair day.
The wispy ones.
I like it. Yeah, so I bought them. They're kind of neat. Now,
super cute.
Part of the reason I bought these ones is I really like that one that you had that had the button inside.
And
these ones have the elastic. Yeah.
And they do.
They do. It's awesome.
Yeah. So they show it on a hat.
Mm-hmm. And they show
apparently pom-poms are a thing. Like people are making yarn pom-poms and then putting a couple as decorations on like tote bag handles and stuff.
I have it on my purse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, but even out of yarn.
For Christmas a couple years ago.
And okay, so this was my favorite because
I remember telling the lady to put my hairy balls behind the counter.
This is navy blue. Can you see it?
Ooh, yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
That one's because that one's got like a bad hair day.
I still haven't put pom-poms on this.
Oh, that would be perfect.
I was going to put white.
That's perfect.
But I thought it would also look good. I still have to fix the mistake on this one because it brings out the blues.
That's what I mean. What do you? You should go back and get another blue one.
It's got the elastic. I could just change it. I could change it up every time. I could put white one day and brown another day. I know.
Wild woman over here.
Isn't that?
That's really cute.
Yeah. So Fabricland, who knew? Pom-poms. Mm-hmm. Get them on sale, half price.
What else? Wow, that's it.
No, I have a little bit of yarn. Bear with us, we're almost done. This is a navy, and okay, right there. It's a beautiful navy. It's called Kimberly's Night, and it is by Boss Lady Yarn Co.
Nice, it's beautiful.
She's a dyer in Alberta. Woolly Jenny, she has a podcast, Woolly Jenny, and then she started dyeing yarn, and she has beautiful yarn. I ordered this because I wanted to try some of hers, and yeah, love it. And like I love navy, and I like a navy that's very dark and not too blue. Does that make any sense? Like close to black, and this is, and I have a hard time finding a really good navy. I have one skein in my stash that's a Malabrigo.
I don't like navy where you have to hold it up to black to know that it's navy.
No,
I don't like that. It's got to be blue enough that I know that that's navy.
But this is just blue enough, and there is a little bit. There's going to be a little bit of tone in here. This is the last thing I got. The Cozy Knitter.
That's nice.
Cozy Knitter had a shop update because she does periodic shop updates, and her yarn's very popular and tends to clear out very quickly. I had won a $15 off coupon code. Yeah. Nice. So I was waiting for a shop update to see what I wanted to order. And I chose Neapolitan, perfectly named.
You know what?
Doesn't that look just like the ice cream?
Those are the colors we used to dress my daughter in when she was younger.
These are great colors.
Brown,
cream,
pink, and like a avocado green. Yeah. She always wore brown, pink, or green and brown.
So
that's so funny.
I'll hold it. I'm trying to hold it where you can see the color. Oh, there you go.
That's nice. Yeah.
Very nice. So if you're not familiar with her yarn, it's the Cozy Knitter. She has self-striping yarn, and they're really nice. They're wider stripes, and I've knit with her yarn already, and it's great. I like that one. This colorway is called Friends for Life.
Nice.
Not quite sock monkey-ish. Like there's two different shades of gray. Yep. And cream, and it's a really nice red.
It is a nice red.
Yeah. And then all of her skeins come with a mini for.
You know what's funny is sometimes I look at those and I think that's really nice, but I would have liked the red for heels and toes on that one.
You know, I'm sure if you contacted her, like you could try, right? Contact her and ask.
Like this one here, I can see why she put the brown because it pulls.
I think the brown.
That one, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, remember we saw her at Kitchener. Yeah. She had a booth at the Kitchener, and I know some of her colorways she had different options at the show. So, yeah. So there may have been an option for red. I can't remember, but I do like it for the gray because I think I'll make these for my son. Yep. Yeah. And that's it for like new stuff. Just quickly then, we mentioned podcasts.
I like that one.
To watch
the Joji Hohi's journal. That was really good. That was nice that she did it in English. So
Hohi Locatelli has started a podcast in English, and it's called Hohi's Journal, and there are 3 episodes I think up so far. I just watched the newest one.
Nice. That's good.
And it's really neat. She it's neat to see her talking as a knitter because you know her as a designer. Yeah. And she knits on straights, which is interesting. Like, and she talks about that, about how she knits and why. And yeah, it's really nice. She does a really good job. And I know at first she was concerned about her English, but it's fine.
She has great English.
Yeah. Oh, you know, okay.
Beautiful accent too.
Yeah. What I'm not going to tell you everything that's in her episode, but in her 3rd episode, she talks about a very peculiar issue with receiving packages from international packages. Yes, so I'm not going to tell you the details.
You need to go and look because it's interesting.
There are some very strict restrictions on
what's coming in.
Yes, so she cannot. What you can bring in. Yeah, so she buys a lot of yarn when she's traveling. Just watch her episode. It's really, it's kind of like jaw dropping, like that a country would do that to its citizens, but. Good for local business. And then Caroline, I think I mentioned this on our Knit With Us video, but I want to mention it again. Caroline of the Fiber Friends has a stitching, like cross-stitching needlework channel called Off the Grid Needle Arts, and stitchers call them floss tube. They're on YouTube, but they call them floss tube videos. So she has a channel and she does stitching videos and also has like a Facebook group for Friday night stitch along, kind of like their Friday night knit in. And a fellow stitcher named Ginger Gerald, who is also an amazing stitcher and has his own floss tube channel. They've become really great friends, and Gerald let it slip that maybe he'd like to learn to knit, and Caroline was on it. So
she jumped on that.
Yes, she is doing a series of videos for teaching Gerald to knit. So
and that's what they're called.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So they're on her channel, but if you only want to watch those and you're not into stitching, they're easy to identify. And I think she's done her, so she did one that was just sort of about
this is what you need.
Yeah. And getting your supplies.
And then they did the cast on.
Yeah. She did a cast on one. She's done 4 then, because then there was a knit stitch and a purl stitch. Okay. And Gerald has done corresponding I'm learning to knit videos. So he's recording himself and showing his progress. Yeah. So it's just a lot of fun. And if you're, kind of new to knitting and, she's
might be kind of nice to learn with somebody.
Yeah, they're very well done. So, they're fun to watch. So I just wanted to plug those because I think they're really great. And
keep going, Gerald, and welcome to the club.
Way to go, Gerald. You're doing great. He's a knitter. He's already done. Yeah, he's a knitter. And then I mentioned also there's an audio podcast that I started listening to.
You mentioned.
Yeah, I mentioned it on our Knit With Us video. So it's My Favorite Murder, and it is 2 comedians. Like they've been in the entertainment industry for a while, and they are true crime buffs. And they just every episode they talk about true crime, and they also have little mini episodes where their listeners send in their own stories and they'll read some of those out.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've always been, interested in the true crime stories. Like, I always love like Dateline and those kind of shows and the Making a Murderer and love it. So anyhow, I enjoy that one. And, if you want an audio podcast to try and you like true crime, if you don't go there because you won't enjoy it. But if you like true crime and, there's an adult content and language warning there, but they're a lot of fun to listen to if you don't mind that.
It's all good.
Have we exhausted everything?
We're done. We are.
Can I do a quick, 2 more quick things? For the flax sweater and for my shawl, I used my Licka needles. So the last time I talked about them, I'd gotten them but hadn't used them for a whole project.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that I quite like them. They are, I won't say that they're leaps and bounds better than my Knitter's Pride wood. They're maybe a little bit nicer.
They're so pretty.
They're very smooth. So I'd say they're very comparable. So I wouldn't recommend one over the other. No. And I talked about this price point. They're very similar because you actually get more needle tips with the Lykke. They are interchangeable, so I can use the cords with the other set. And someone else mentioned, might have been Noelle, mentioned that they find the cords just a little bit stiffer. And I will agree with that. However, when I say stiff, I don't mean like just stiffer, like not stiff that it's a problem. I actually like it. So once you sort of straighten them out,
they stay straight.
They stay. They don't start to kind of go goofy on you. Now, I haven't used a really long one, and the long cords are going to do that anyways because they're so long and the weight of your yarn distorts them after a while. But I don't mind it at all. So it's just barely noticeable that they are slightly stiffer, but they're not stiff. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Yes. Like they're great. So it's just,
they're firmer.
Yeah. And to me, that's not a
An
drawback.
issue.
I actually think it's a plus, like point for Lykke. So that's it. So that's all we have to talk about. We just wanted to say thank you for watching.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. And join us on Ravelry if you haven't already. We have knit-alongs going on. And
we also have questions for us to answer on our Knit With Us.
Yes.
So that would be great.
There is a thread for asking us questions.
But you know what's nice, though, is if you answer the question.
Tell us your answer, too.
Because then it gives us a chance to get to know you, too.
Right.
So that's awesome.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it. We're done. We're out of here.
All right. Thanks.
Going for lunch. Happy knitting.
Happy knitting. Bye.
Bye.